Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We've got another legend style video for you guys today, and I'm actually back from a break that I had taken now, and I'm slowly catching back up. So it's looking really good so far on both the accounts. It's mostly triples for now, but that's about it. If you guys do enjoy the content that you guys are watching, feel free to give me feedback anyhow. It can be comments, likes, even if you share it with your friends, that's fine for me. And if you feel like there's something I can improve, please do let me know as well. So yeah, let's just get into some attacks. Okay, for our first base over here, we've got this teaser like base. I'm not sure the spell towers are used in the most optimal ways possible, but yeah, we can see that this is the Town Hall 15 layout that has been repurposed for Town Hall 16, you could say, where we have like this typical teaser ending where we have like the enemy heroes with a lot of heavy defenses near a town hall, and basically if we try to make any approach from any of these sides over here, basically it's very difficult because of this compartment over here. It's going to try to make your troops go all the way around, and then of course we'll have the enemy heroes at the very end to deal with all of this heavy damage waiting for us as well. So I'm going to begin by saying that it's going to be very difficult to have a good approach coming in from the far side of the base on a teaser style base. So instead, what I recommend you should do on any teaser style base, like I'm going to cover a lot of teasers in this video because I've been climbing up and I've been noticing that teasers are very common. So what you're going to see me do is I'm going to try to mostly start at the teaser corner, and I've talked about this compartment before, and I've mentioned that this compartment is actually trying to make it very difficult for you to attack, but now I'm going to show you how you can take advantage of that compartment and make it easy for you to attack rather than just suffer by going around and around over here. So you can see at the top, like I'm already trying to set up a flame flinger for this area. It's such good value. Like I'm gonna get a merge defense, a multi inferno, and I'm gonna have the rage tower out of the way. So there's no reason for me to not try to pick that up with a flame flinger. I'm not trying to get a good funnel out of it or anything. If you've noticed in my videos, I usually never use the flame flinger to explicitly funnel, except for if it's like an anti 2-star style base. But on other tougher layouts, you could say, I usually try to just use it to try to delete a part of the base so I don't have to deal with it ever again. And I did mention that I'm going to try to approach from the teaser side somehow, and this always means I'm going to begin with a queen charge one way or the other. The biggest tip I can give for a queen charge is just leave everything else. Do not pay attention to anything at all. Just keep an eye on your queen. Try to keep her healthy. Over here, I was hoping that I could get away with just not using any spells. I got a little greedy, but keep an eye on your queen. Do not focus on anything else. And look at that, we can just slowly keep chipping away at the teaser side. And what I've done over here is I had frozen the area behind the town hall so that the queen doesn't have too much damage to deal with. And right as the freeze is about to come out, you can see I dropped the king over here. So now the X-bow is going to lock onto the king. Dropping the king on one side is going to be very important for us, and the reason I'm doing this I'll even tell you in a bit. So I noticed that the queen is starting to walk up, so I'm just going to drop my king over here and pretty much immediately use his giant gauntlet ability, because now he does splash damage. He can actually get rid of a large number of defenses for us, which will allow our bowlers to come in from over here, and we're going to see that in action really quick. Now I don't even have a headhunter anymore, so I've dropped my warden to help my queen out because he has the poison lizard, and you can see already this is shaping up very well. The Yeti is going to help us funnel the bowlers into the base. Not all of them are ready to go into the base just yet because the queen ended up clearing the buildings a bit faster, but it's fine. We still have the third wall break. Overall we should look okay, just fine. And yeah, my queen is going to split a little bit from the bowlers, but again, not a problem. And now you're going to see how good this ring is going to be for us. We're going to take complete advantage of it. The bowlers are not going to go anywhere else. They're going to stick right into that ring, and as the damage is going to get a little high, just pop the warden ability. It's perfectly fine. Yes, I've used 3 of my rages so far, but honestly, just look at what's left on the base. I still have my royal champion left as well, and my queen is still getting some value somewhere else in the base. It's not very important where it is that she's going, but I just used my final rage, and we are getting some good bounces going into the more toxic areas of the base from outside of this ring. And the reason this works so well is because the bowlers will 100% stay together, so you can easily drop rages to support all of them, keep your healers raged up as well, keep all of your bowlers alive. And because once again nobody expects you to attack like this, everybody expects you to attack like this somewhere, and you can't really get good bounces towards the town hall from over here because of the awkward pathing that's there. But if you attack from this side of the base where you've already handled the heaviest part of the base to begin with, there's absolutely no way this base can stand any chance of doing it. And even after not using my queen correctly at the beginning, you can see like I didn't need one of the freezes that I had in my pocket. So that's a 3-star for us. We'll move on to another teaser for you guys. Okay, so over here we've got another teaser style base as I was talking about in the previous attack, and you can see how insanely spread out this base is in terms of the verticality of the base, and there's no particular area for our bowlers to target. Yes, we can see that this is definitely the highest damage area of the base, but we would probably think to somehow maybe use a log launcher and try to get up all the way over here, but I'm going to tell you that it's going to be very difficult because look at the number of walls we're going to have to cut through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, and then we will have the town hall to deal with. And oh my god, we even have like 2 invisibility towers near the town hall. This is just extremely well set up to stop most approaches coming from this edge. And you can also see like we have like all these single infernos, the monoliths. Imagine with a clan castle is going to be like a triple ice golem or something. We can just get frozen up, and we are definitely going to lose some heavy troops because we will not be able to use most of our spells. And of course, this also means we will need a very good funnel in this area to even ensure that we have a good amount of our force going towards the monolith and then eventually towards the town hall. So all in all, it is not a good idea to approach from the far end on teaser style bases. They do not have good pathing, they require very expensive funnels, and just overall it's not the best thing to do. So just like what I did on my last attack, I'm going to try to attack this base from the town hall side, and then we are going to try to break the base like this. And if we try to do that, you'll see that we are actually facing most of the damage at the very beginning, so there's like no stress for us at all that way. And we can see how this is going to play out for us. So I'm just gonna play this now, and we can see how I actually decide to deal with these invisibility towers. And yeah, one more thing to note is I always try to get a flame flinger on these teaser style bases somewhere. It doesn't really matter too much where. So I just don't want the flame flinger to act as a funnel tool. I'm going to say that again. Like, I do not want the flame flinger over here somewhere or over here somewhere. I'm going to try to get the flame flinger somewhere away from where the bowlers are going. So I will try to get the flame flinger to lock onto this area because I only have one jump. I'm not going to be able to do too much with my wall breakers. Maybe I can place a jump on this monolith and I can get access to this entire area. So I will need some help from the flame flinger to clear out most of this last compartment at the very bottom. So definitely do keep that in mind. Usually teaser bases have some area on the base which allows you to get amazing flame flinger value, and that makes up for the amount of spells that you need to use for the queen charge entry on the town hall. Like, you can clearly see there's just so many heroes right beside the town hall. And yeah, I invested one baby dragon and one balloon to get the first invisibility tower down, activated I should say, and that will keep my queen actually up top over here. And you're going to see this is going to become very messy because look at the radius of the enemy queen and the enemy king. So my queen is actually going to start walking into the range in a little bit, and I forgot to freeze the invisibility tower in time. I was hoping that the town hall comes back up before. I was hoping that the town hall comes back visible before the enemy queen went down, but yeah, now I even have the enemy king to deal with, so I just joined up with my warden to speed this up. And of course he has his poison lizard as well, so that will help take down the enemy king a little bit faster, and we can quickly take down the enemy the town hall as well. And you're gonna see, as I was saying, I'm just gonna try to use the king to get the damage a bit in. And all I did over here was I took advantage of the fact that something was that the enemy royal champion was targeting one of my troops, so all of my bowlers are actually going to go towards the royal champion now, which is going to force them all in. Look at that. And as I was saying, all the damage is right over here. I have immediately popped my warden ability. No, there's no reason to wait, because there's nothing that's going to be as difficult as this area on the base right over here. And this saves our ice golems. It keeps everybody protected while they're still trying to group up. And you can see this is shaping up very nicely. Everybody can definitely see how the bowlers are going to pass through the core, and of course, like, it's just looking so good right now. Like, the bowlers have already done everything that they needed to do. Let's just see like what's even left. Honestly, we just have the infernos, we have a few defenses at the bottom, but the flame flinger is still looking good over there. And all in all, not too shabby at all. I can just join in the royal champion. She has her diggy. This single inferno should be no problem. My queen just took out the other inferno, and our king our king has walked back outside with all of the healers, but it's okay, like, he still has his ability as well. You can clearly see, like, there's no chance that this base is going to defend this at this point, because we just chained all of our rages very quickly right at the very heaviest part of the base, and those bounces which helped clear out even like the core from the heaviest part of the base, it just helps so much, because now this is the lightest part of the base, and our flame flinger is already helping out over there, and it doesn't even matter how our troops decide to split. You can see, like, this is already a done deal. There's absolutely no way that this base is going to defend this. So we still got our queen ability, we've still got 2 spells that we have not used as well. So yeah, another 3-star for us. I'll try to keep it similar to a teaser style base for the next few attacks as well, but yeah, I think we've got an anti 3-star style base coming up next. So yeah, let's just move on to the next one. So as I was saying before, we've got an anti 3 style base, and these can be very difficult to attack as well, because, well, just look at the base. It's not very easy to find out like what pathing we can create on this base. And as I've mentioned in some earlier videos, I usually try to find some way where the bowlers can path through most of the damage on the base, while we also ensure that we can somehow grab the town hall. So there's a few things we can do over here. Like, the town hall is very clearly isolated, and if I had to somehow approach from over here, we can very clearly see that there's this little void compartment over here in the middle which has the inferno. So if I manage to even get my bowlers into this channel over here, there's such a good chance that they'll keep splitting around and they're going to go around like that. And there's no guarantee actually that I'm going to get the town hall. And this is also after going through all of the other damage that's on the base. Literally every other huge defense is there on the base, and we are going to have to deal with most of it. So again, like, how can you plan on bases like this? So you need to first find a nice spot for a warden walk. That will buy you 30 extra seconds. Like, you can see, like, this replay is ending in 3 minutes and 2 seconds. I've probably used 30 seconds to scout the base, and then an extra 30 to just identify, okay, where can I maybe use like a flame flinger, where can I maybe warden walk. These few things, like, if you can just find a safe spot for either of them, then that's just good enough. Like, you can start forming a plan as you place your troops down, or I should say as you place your warden or your flame flinger down. So over here, the first thing I noticed was there's only one mortar protecting all of this value over here. This is definitely where I want my flame flinger. That's going to help me a lot in the long run. And that just pretty much leaves like this much of the base to be very accurate. So now what I can do is from there, because I already know the flame flinger is handling this part, maybe I can have the warden handle the eagle artillery, or I can have the warden handle the town hall. But as I was saying earlier, this compartment over here, if my bowlers get in over here, there's such a good chance that the town hall will obviously be activated. There's such a good chance that my bowlers are going to keep roaming around outside like this. So I just thought, you know what, I just warden walk to town hall. Why not? It's very much on the outside anyway. There's like no heavy defenses protecting it. I will likely need maybe 1 or only 2 rages, which is perfectly fine. I'm gonna get the town hall, literally the entire town hall. And you can see over here, I've even started the flame flinger with the Yeti to protect, as I was talking about earlier. And you can see those Yeti mites are gonna help me a lot. And yeah, I was just starting to sprinkle in like barbs in case the mortar had not gone down. So now that we have this in action, so the base is going to kind of look like this. And you can see like you have to keep planning on these kind of bases, and I'm expecting my flame flinger to get some value like this. So obviously I'm going to have to go like this with my warden, because this is just going to be a very awkward entry point if I try to do this, and the flame flinger is already handling the area down south anyway, so I do not want to go anywhere close to it, which means my warden is going to have to join up to the right side. So I have to start thinking of some way to send my bowlers in over here, and you can see I'm going to start doing that. I've just dropped the Titan over here. Hopefully she can grab the air defense while she's going on towards the right after the town hall has fallen. I don't think that's really going to happen over here, but you can see how I'm already shaping this up. I'm planning to use the queen to funnel. I can get 1 wall breaker over here on this intersection, and that should keep my bowlers flowing through like this. So if I can get a wall breaker right over here, that'll be good for me. It doesn't have to be necessarily that intersection, it can be anywhere on this wall. So yeah, let's just see that in action. Anti-3 style bases can be very difficult, and yeah, this is just how we have to plan on these kind of bases. You can see how I'm slowly trying to get the shape up, and yeah, just waited for those buildings to fall so the wall breaker actually targets the very corner. And my bowlers are on low health, the healers have not completely transferred, so I'm just going to pop my warden ability very early. And now we can see like the bowlers are going to start grouping up. They're going to be able to start dealing good damage with the help of the queen and my king, and overall this is not looking bad at all. So yeah, the bowlers have gone through this lane that I decided for them, and at this point it's going to mostly be my heroes. We can already see that, and the flame flinger with the yetis from inside have handled this entire area, which just leaves this thin trail for my royal champion. So I kind of just sent her from there, and she's gonna do her thing as well, no problem at all. Overall it was a tough plan still, but this is just what you have to do on some bases. Like sometimes you are going to find bases that are completely unsymmetrical, you're not going to be able to understand what to do. So usually if you can find some good spot to push a siege machine where you can see that definite value, it can be a drill, a blimp, a flame flinger. If you can get that, and if you can find a safe spot to warden walk such that you can easily join up with the bowlers like this, then you are good to go. The base will not be able to stop you. So I realized that this is the same, or at least a very similar layout as the first base, but you can clearly see that there are some differences. This has like much better rage towers, and overall like we even have this clan castle at the very end over here. So this is much more definitive of what a teaser base could be like. And I'm just going to show you that it's not that I'm getting lucky on teaser style bases. We just need to keep in mind, like anytime we see teaser style bases like these, we need to think that we want to start from the town hall, because again, like there's no way that you can path through the base from this far end, and definitely make sure that everybody sticks together such that you have enough force going towards the town hall. And we can just see how easy it is to break down bases from the very behind area of it, like the teaser area. So I'm not going to really give like too much insight about what I was doing during this attack, but you can see the smaller differences that I make depending on the base and how, like, okay, now I can see like the clan castle is over here, so I can use a poison spell instead of using my headhunter. And small differences like these, they can go a long way into just understanding what to do next on the base. And you can already see I have broken the wall over here for the king. I'm gonna use one more wall break over here, but I've already used one over here, and I'm hoping that I can have my bowlers go around like this, and the king is just gonna create this side of the funnel over here. And yeah, I just want you guys to see like the small differences that you can make depending on the smaller things that are there. And you can see like I did not start with my headhunter, I just used the poison spell instead. The king is going for a farther funnel on the other side. The flame flinker is going for similar value as the first base. And over here, yeah, again, I did not have to use the headhunter because I'm planning on joining my bowlers in over here anyway. And the king is going to do an excellent job with the funnel over there. There's nothing to really stop him. Took out the enemy queen through the wall. And because of the excellent funnel that my king has set, the bowlers are absolutely going to come back and they're going to join my queen. But just to be safe, I used my royal champion to handle the scatter shot as well. And that should force even the titan to come back, and that will make all of them group up together and they can get healed up together. And you can see how that's happening so well right now. Like everybody is going to come back into one nice group. We can pop the warden ability in a bit because the damage is a little high. We've triggered both the rage towers, and we can just let the rage polar bounces go to work. So once again, a very similar approach, but the base style was slightly different from the first one. And you can see how I'm making those small changes depending on how my troops are pathing around through the base. And small things like choosing to send my royal champion to make my bowlers go back out towards the queen, or even using the poison spell and saving on my headhunter for much later into the attack, or even using it for cleanup like I am over here. So all in all, just pay attention to the smaller details that are there on the base and take full advantage of them. We know that teaser bases are weak from the teaser end because they expect only queen charges, but when you send a full smash, those rage bowler bounces can do heavy damage to all of the damage just waiting right over there. So definitely try this out. Let me know how it goes for you guys if you decide to experiment. You can always reach out to me in the comments if you have any questions at all. And once again, if you guys enjoyed this kind of content, feel free to give me some sort of feedback by dropping a like, leaving some nice comments. And of course, like it doesn't have to be a nice comment. If you guys feel I can do something better, feel free to share that as well. And yeah, if you find yourself coming back often, maybe subscribe to the channel, maybe share with fellow clashers that may find these tips helpful. It goes a long way to help the channel. So yeah, that's all for me for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Yeah, peace.